So definitely watch till the end to get my final opinion on everything, because right now I'm conflicted because it's first impressions, it seems exciting, it seems great, but towards the end we'll really see how it all comes together. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Elephant in the room, I do have a cold, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I still wanted to put out a video this week. So today we have a full face of affordable makeup. Most of these I got from either Clicks or Dischem, and I have some pretty new exciting makeup in here. Some of them I've never tried, some brands I've never even really thought to try, but I thought I'd put together a full face and see what we can get. So I'm very, very excited for this, so let's go ahead and jump straight in. The lights are really bright in here and my eyes are a bit sensitive because I've just been like in bed for a couple days, just like trying to get over this cold. So I'm sorry if I squint and blink a lot because I'm struggling right now with these bright lights. So I've already just kind of shaped my brows because we do have a little brow product because I just want to try more. I found my absolute favorite, which was in our last video. So we got the Sunkissed Quick Dry Setting Gel for Brows. So happy. It actually has a seal on it. Like Clicks is literally the worst for it. Like half the stuff that you bring home with you has a swatch in it or something. So I'm really happy to see that this is sealed. So I'm just gonna open this. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was about 89 Rand or 99 Rand, somewhere around there. It is just a clear gel. This is kind of what the brush looks like. It's quite fat, but still small. Normally affordable brow gels are not the best because they're kind of just watery. Like even this, it doesn't look very sticky. I've seen Sunkissed in like some like saver stores in the UK, but I've never actually seen them in like a store before. So I think it was discontinued in the UK, but I'm pretty sure that it's like up and coming in South Africa now because I've seen quite a few of their things displayed. It does feel sticky. I'm a little bit scattered. I'm sorry. Like I said, I am sick. I'm trying my best. Please bear with me. But I can feel a tug when I'm brushing through my brows. I have high hopes for this because that price range is basically the same as like Essence and Catrice would be. So I can feel like some resistance, which definitely means that it's working and it is sticky. It's actually laying my brows down really well. My mom's been looking for an affordable brow gel as well, so I might tell her to try this. Oh, that looks really nice. Kind of grouping up the product that I put underneath it. I feel like that's gonna hold. It's really tacky and it's not too wet. I thought it was wet upon first like opening this, but I think it is like more of like a gel texture rather than a watery texture, but we'll see how it holds up. I'm just gonna wait a sec for this to dry down, fill it in with my little NYX brow pen, the Lift and Snatch, and then we'll come back and move on to the next product. Okay. So I had to turn my camera off, so if the angle's a little bit different, I'm sorry. But I just finished my brows off and then also just primed my lids. I'm having some problem with my skincare. It's kind of peeling off my face. And I've just started using this Garnier Skin Active Even and Matte Vitamin C Dark Spot Corrector. I think it might be this. I thought it was my niacinamide, but I didn't use it today and it's still peeling. So I think it might be this. So I'm gonna check. And I give my skincare at least like 10 to 30 seconds to dry down between layers. So I had to take that moisturizer off because it was kind of just flaking all the way down me. But anyway, like I said, I primed my eyelids and finished off my brows. I really, right now, like this brow gel. It is not crispy, but it's holding my eyebrows in place and I think it looks so good. I just grabbed my slip as well and it is 99 Rand. Next we have another Sunkissed product and this is the Dramatic Eyes eyeshadow, mascara and brow pencil. So it came in a little kit like this and this was 105 Rand, literally 5 Rand more than this for 3 products. I don't know if that means it's gonna be bad or if it's good, but when I see sets like this I'm always drawn to them because it always is value for money. Very excited for this. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Again, it is sealed. I know I talk about that quite often, but in South Africa, I just find that a lot of products aren't sealed and people, like I said, touch them and that's really gross. It's like TK Maxx as well. Half the products are used in that store. Inside, it looks like it might have been like a gift with purchase because it has like tissue paper and then all the stuff is wrapped in tissue paper as well. So in this one we have the mascara as well as the eye pencil. The eye pencil looks like it is brown. That's it. Yeah, it says medium brown. It says easy brow. Oh shit, it's a brow pencil. But I think I can use that as a lip pencil or maybe even an eyeliner. It is quite creamy. I wouldn't necessarily use that in my brows. It looks like it will move around a bit. So maybe we'll try that in the waterline. And then this is the mascara. It's the Mega Bold Mascara by Sunkissed. And oh, I don't like the wand very much, and I also think the formula looks a bit watery, but we've been mistaken before. Maybe it will pack a punch. And then lastly, obviously we have the eyeshadow palette. I love this. It feels like Christmas, like you're unwrapping a gift. Okay, so that's what this one looks like. It's very crumbly. This is the color scheme. I really like the neutralness of it. Like I said, I'm practicing wedding makeup and playing with wedding makeup, so it's very, very exciting to get like a neutral palette like this. So we're gonna go ahead and do the eyes now. Like I said, I've already primed, so let me get my brushes. I have this big thing of water that I'm trying to get through. Firstly, we just need to tap out these creases. Then I'm gonna go ahead with this middle shade, and it's like a light brown, quite powdery with a lot of kickback, but that doesn't really faze me. It doesn't tell you any like shade names or anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with this in the crease. I don't usually set my eyeshadow base because I just feel like the pigment shows up more if I don't. I know it's a little bit difficult to blend, but just be a little bit patient. I think today I kind of want to do a halo eye. I haven't done one of those in a while. So because I have hooded eyes, I'm sure I've said this before, I kind of put my crease shade above my folds just so that it can show through. Let me get you guys a little bit closer. Don't even know if you can see the color on camera, but it's showing up really nicely. It's blending really nicely, not patchy, not dry, looks quite good. Then I'm just going to take another brush, and I think I'm going to go into the darker brown right next door over there. Picks up quite nicely again, but let's see how dark and pigmented it is. It's not showing up as dark as I wanted it to, but I'm going to just build it up, and I'm just tapping it on just to get the full color payoff, and then we'll go ahead and blend. Kind of feel like it's blending away, but I think that looks all right. It's not too intense. It's like a nice everyday matte color. So far, just the matte. I could compare this to Essence. Like for me, Essence isn't the best eyeshadow I've ever tried. It's affordable, it does the job, but it's not a great eyeshadow. I prefer Catrice's eyeshadows to Essence, but this I would compare to Essence. It's not as bad as like Passion Pro or anything like that, what that completely blends away and it gets a little bit patchy, but patchy, not pashy. So I could compare it to that, but let's go ahead and try the shimmers. Shall I try and swatch a couple of them? Okay, some of them feel a little bit chalky, and then the other one felt quite creamy. There's two different formulas. We have like two toppers over here, and then we have this shade over here. The two toppers are these two, and then I swatched that one. So I'm assuming that one and that one are the same texture, and then these are kind of toppers. I think I'm actually going to go in with the bronze and then use this goldy shade in the middle as like a topper. Okay, let's go in with the bronze. So just picking that up on my finger, I'm going to just place this all over the open space that I have. Okay, that's what that looks like. Not very impactful in my opinion, but also I did choose a bronze. It's not terrible, but it's not impactful like I said. I think this is nice for an everyday, but not necessarily for like special occasions. Again, I'm going to take the shade here, and that one I'm just going to place right in the middle just to highlight that spotlight. Not the best, but not the worst either. Would I recommend you run out if you like this kind of colors, if you like more neutrals everyday, not too sparkly, not too dramatic? This is perfect for that, but I do not think that you need it. I think there is better out there, like Catrice, like I said. So not my favorite. I was thinking maybe I would try this on the top lash line. I'm not sure how it's going to work, so I'm just going to try, because it does seem really like, I don't know if you can see, but emollient, so maybe I can smudge that, because honestly I wouldn't put that in my brows. It would just move around everywhere. I actually know if it will show. No, I think this brown is actually very light, so you can't actually see it over the top. Okay, so you can't really see that brown at all. I think the eyeshadow is darker than the actual pencil is, but let me try it in my waterline, see if that works. Getting much color payoff from this at all. So it's not showing up on the top, it's not showing up on the bottom. I don't think that is worth it at all. I'm not very hopeful with the mascara, which we'll try later because I like to add my mascara after I've tried the setting spray. Moving on to the next product, I thought we'd actually just do a little bit of lip prep, even though I'm not sure if this counts as lip prep, but I got the Catrice Juicy Balm Shiny Lip Gloss. Looks like that, and I got this in the purple one. It doesn't have a flavor. Bouncy Bubblegum. So I'm gonna add this on just to like sit on my lips while we do the rest. Smells like grape. Smells like fizz pop. It's not that shiny actually, and it's really not sticky at all. I actually really like that. I think this is a type of lip gloss I will wear over a matte lipstick, and it will definitely give you more of like a shimmer rather than a shiny, glossy, juicy lip. Let's move on to complexion, which is always my favorite part. I used to think that eyeshadow was. I still love eyeshadow, but I'm currently obsessed with foundation products, like I said in a couple of videos now. For today, as a primer, I'm going to be using the Catrice Magic Filter Glow Booster. It's basically the same product as the Catrice one. I know there's a slight difference. I've watched a couple of reviews. A lot of people prefer the soft glam filter, but I don't like my skin looking too shiny. I have very textured skin. I'm turning 35. So for me, that just accentuates every single imperfection on my face. So I'm hoping this one will be a bit better. I do have one from Primark as well, which is the PS My Perfect Color Flawless Glow, and I absolutely love this one because it's more of like a primer slash complexion product rather than it is a glow booster, but this is a glow booster, so I'm not entirely sure. So I think on one side of the face we are going to apply it with our fingers, and the other side I'm going to try with the brush. I got mine in the shade 30 Medium Tan, so this was really difficult to get my hands on. I went to like 3 Discams before I found the right shade. I was gonna just pick a darker one, but I hate doing that because like the glow filter I have in a deeper shade now, it just doesn't work for me, so it's just sitting on my shelf. Any day now. See, is my pump broken? I'm gonna take one pump. Let's put on the side of the face. Is that too much? Then I'm gonna go ahead and just work this in with my fingers. It has a weird smell. I've heard people say it as well. It's not a nice smell. It kind of smells damp. Maybe it's the castor oil. There's castor seed oil as well. I think it might be the castor oil. It has a very strange smell, almost like a damp carpet. Ooh, already I'm liking that though. It seems to be slightly blurring my pores. I'm using it as my primer, so I don't have a primer. First of all, you can see the glowiness. But also, if you look in my pore areas, it's slightly blurred there, which is a strange thing for a product like this. Maybe fingers is the right move. But I'm going to take one more pump of this. Taking my brush, I always just like to prime it a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and just pat this in. Oh my god, this smells actually revolting. It doesn't linger, it actually went away on this side, but now I have some of it fresh on my skin. Maybe I'll do a video trying all of my little glow booster filter product, and we can do a comparison and rank them from best to worst, because like I said, I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and then I also have one from Maybelline. I did have one from Collection as well, but I left that in the UK. But so I have 4 of these, so let me know if you'd like to see a video trying all of them out and ranking them from best to worst and what I would recommend. Let me just check the price. It was 79 Rand. Yeah, so Essence is definitely the cheapest, and so far I haven't tried the other two. Well, I haven't used the one from Primark or the one from Maybelline in quite some time, so I don't really remember the effect and what I liked or disliked about them, but I do remember the Catrice one, and I definitely prefer this. It's not very glittery, it doesn't enhance any of my texture, and I find that it's making my skin look quite smooth. It doesn't add any coverage, but that is not why I wear these type of products. Would I recommend? Yes, I think this might be one of our stars for today. Next, we have another Essence product, and this is the Essence Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish Light to Medium Coverage with SPF 30, and I got mine in the shade 60. I didn't hear a lot of people talk about this one. I have the Essence Hydro Hero 24-hour hydrated tinted cream with 98% natural ingredient with SPF 15. I got mine in the shade 20 Sun Beige. This was a little bit too light for me, but I literally heard no one talk about it. This one is water-based, so it does tend to separate on your skin. That's no longer on the shelves, and now we have the skin tint because, you know, everybody's coming out with skin tint. So I'm not sure how this is going to perform. If it's anything like that one, I don't think I'm going to like it very much, but let's go ahead and just try it out. It says hydrating foundation with aloe vera and hyaluronic acid, buildable, light to medium coverage, lightweight and long-lasting comfort, does not clog pores, no alcohol or fragrances, so it's non-comedogenic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if the shade is going to be correct for me. It seems a bit dark, but this was the only shade that would match me in all the stuff that they had. So I think I'm actually just going to use the same brush that I used for the primer, dabbing it out on my hand, and I think we're just going to buff that into the skin. This smells a lot better. The tone of it is actually not too bad for my skin. It's not too dark, and because it's a skin tint and light coverage, I think I can get away with it. That actually looks very nice. I'm impressed. Going on very smoothly. It also has a very natural finish. I think obviously there's more of a glow because of the glow booster we have on, but I think those two together actually look stunning. So as usual, we're going to try a sponge on the other side. I know it won't give us as much coverage, but definitely want to just see how that looks. So I'm going to add about the same amount. Oh, I really like this. So I'm just using my Eco Tools sponge. The sponge is eating most of the coverage, so that is what it's looking like. So if you want lighter coverage, I think go in with a sponge, but if you prefer slightly more coverage, I'm not sure which side I lean towards. It honestly just depends on the day, but I do like a good coverage. So I'm going to just use a brush again just to even out the two sides. Looks gorgeous on the skin, and I just dropped some everywhere. I hope I don't get it on my white shirt. I think the Essence is doing really well in this video today. The magic filter and the skin tint is looking amazing on my skin, and I feel like it's looking really great. Like, I've had a few videos now where the skin products have shone through, and I'm really happy with the way this looks. Would I recommend? Absolutely. These are really great and really affordable. Let's see how much the skin tint was. Actually, I can't find this on my slip, so it must have been one that I bought at Discam. So I'm just going to have to pop that on the screen. This is only 79 Rand, so affordable, so good, would 100% recommend. So I didn't get a cream bronzer. I couldn't find the Catrice one that I really wanted to try. So I already just added that off camera. And then we're moving on to cream blush, which I'm so excited about. And this is the Catrice Lush Affair Liquid Blush. That is what it looks like. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try this color. And what is the shade in this? 20 Orange Fizz. Right up my alley. It says shake well, so let's give that a shake. I actually haven't seen anybody try them because I just kind of skipped past it. Oh, I don't know how pigmented it is, but it's a squeezy tube. I was hoping for a doe foot, but I'm going to add... Okay, it's not as deep as I thought it was going to be. If you look at the packaging compared to that, I think it's much lighter. Just grabbing a little brush, and this is from She Glam as well. It's the Mange 51239. Looks like that, and I'm just going to blend this in. I wonder how pigmented it is. I like a very pigmented blush. Okay, I used a little bit too much obviously, but like I said, I do like a pigmented blush, especially because my powder kind of dulls it down. I really like that. It does seem to have like a shimmer through it. It doesn't look fully matte, but I'm gonna go on the other side and I'm gonna put some in the palm of my hand. It seems very like thin, and it seems to be moving around quite a bit, and then I'm gonna put that on my cheek. So even though I mixed it in, it's still like holding on to certain patches on my brush, which is not great because it's just a little bit too thin, I think. And that's why I like to go in with blush first before concealer. I used to do it the opposite way around, but now I'm realizing you can clean a lot up with concealer. So this isn't a new product, but it's a new and improved texture and it's waterproof. So this is another Essence product and it's the Stay All Day 14-hour long lasting concealer. Looks like that. I'm sure you've seen it before. I've never tried anything in this line. I was just off Essence's foundation products or base products because I just wasn't happy with the quality. I got mine in the shade Warm Beige 40, which is maybe slightly too light. I'm sure it will be fine. It's very liquidy. I don't know how it's going to be waterproof. I'm going to take the sponge and just tap that out on my chin. Honestly, I'm struggling to breathe right now. I've been talking for so long. That actually looks really nice. I'm going to take my concealer brush. I'm going to just pop this under the eye. And I just take my sponge again and I just tap off all the excess and blend it into that blush. I honestly haven't liked any of Essence's concealers, and this is the first one I think that looks really nice. It is super hydrating. It doesn't look too dry and chalky, and that's illuminated it really, really nicely. Wow, I think I really like that concealer. Let's see how it holds up and how it powders down, and then I can give you my final verdict. This is the case, I think, for everything. So definitely watch till the end to get my final opinion on everything, because right now I'm conflicted because it's first impressions. It seems exciting, it seems great, but towards the end we'll really see how it all comes together. But I'm gonna jump off camera, powder my face, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the products. I have a confession to make. If things look a little bit different, it's because they are. I accidentally pushed play, recorded about 12 minutes of footage, trying the rest of the products, and I hadn't turned on my mic. So I know I could have done a voiceover, but I thought it's better just to start over. So I kind of just took all the makeup off and applied it back on. So it looks a bit different, but I've just powdered my face down again. I'm really liking the way everything looks. The rest of the products that we're going to be trying now, I've already done my first impression in the footage before. This will be my second impression. I've pulled off all the packaging and yeah, embarrassing, but anyway. For bronzer, I got the Playgirl bronzer, and it is by Sunkissed as well. They have like the rights to use the logo. I tried this and I have mine in the shade Butterscotch. These packaging are really difficult to open, and this is the tone of it. I really love the texture of this, and the tone is a perfectly bronzy shade for my skin tone. It's not like contour, so it's not like that gray undertone. It's got like a nice summer orangey tone, which kind of nullifies my yellowness of my skin. So I think it will be really gorgeous for autumn now, as well as winter, just to like brighten up the skin when we don't have any sun available to us. Then I got another Playgirl item, which is kind of the same range as this, and they were both 89 Rand. This one is the Blush So Cheeky Blusher collection in this shade Summer Fling. If you look at it, it's kind of a similar tone to the cream bronzer we use, so it should go well together. I also did get a new blush brush, so I'd already explained this and I'll just explain it again, that Essence kind of changed their brushes. The first brush I got from them was this Essence Makeup Buffer brush, and it looks like that, but if you look really closely, all the hairs and stuff are like uneven. They fall out, like literally when you do your makeup, you'll have hair across it. So this looks like so much better quality. It just has the essence there. It's soft matte purple. The brush is really fluffy, and like it just applied my blush perfectly. So I'm really happy with that. The blush again is so difficult to open. It again has that emboss inside. This is super pigmented, so be careful. That blush and that bronzer go together so well. Happy with both of these, the brush and the bronzer. I don't remember how much the brush was, to be honest. I did also already use the mascara. It's horrible. I don't know if you can see. I also have some powder on my contact lenses, so ignore that. But if you can see, it absolutely did nothing for my lashes. So I know it's dried right now, but I'm just going to add a little bit more on the tips just so you can see me actually apply it. I wouldn't recommend this. It is actually horrible. So I'm just going to use the setting spray over the top just because the mascara is so shit. I don't even care if we ruin it slightly. But this is the Fight Dirty Detox Setting Spray. I'm not sure if it's meant to be used after or before because it is detoxing. This contains niacinamide, eucalyptus, tea tree oil, and chamomile, so super calming for the skin. The back, I read it in my previous little take, but I butchered it because it's so hard to see. Like I said, I'm turning 35 and my eyes are not where they used to be. It's so hard to see, but it says,
this detox setting spray refreshes skin with an ultra fine mist and sets makeup for longer wear. Formulated with niacinamide, eucalyptus, tea tree, witch hazel, and chamomile, this multi-purpose powerhouse helps tone and reduce oiliness and leave skin looking brighter and feeling clean without causing dryness.
So like I said, I've filmed all of this before, and the mist is really, really light, but it smells like throat spray. Like, you know those pink bottles with the nozzle? It smells like that. Not the best smell, but I'm gonna go ahead and set my face again. I actually didn't use that much and I sprayed quite a bit. So I'm just gonna give that a second to dry down. It's partially dried down, but look how nice my skin looks still. It honestly doesn't make it look like dry or too matte at all. So I'm just going to take my sponge and just push that into the skin. Look, you can barely like see the imperfections like standing out. Like everything just looks so seamless, and I'm really, really happy with that. Then this is what I did for my lip combo. I took the eyebrow pencil from Sunkissed and just line my lips with that. The pigment is really not where it should be. It's oddly emollient but oddly not pigmented, so those two things do not go together, so I don't know where they went wrong. Then I'm just taking my Primark matte lipstick and I'm going to just fill in. Lastly, we're going to take the Juicy Balm again, and I'm going to pop my lips with this. Like, I'm not a gloss girl, if you know me at all, but this is actually a really comfortable gloss and it smells delicious. That is what the face is looking like. It's looking really glowy and radiant, but it doesn't feel too tacky. Like, I can feel it's not 100% set because I literally powdered my face so fast, but it's not uncomfortable in any way. So I'm really loving the way the skin looks. Let me know what you think. And I think that is all the products for today. I'm not sure if I missed anything in my haste over there, but now let's go through the products that I really love. So let's start with the eyebrows. I really love this. It is the Sunkissed Brow Gel Quick Dry Setting Gel for Brows. Amazing. My brows are holding. They look really good. Literally, I took off my makeup, put it back on, and they're still in place. So for me, that's a win, and I would 100% recommend this. It also is just 100 Rand, so really affordable, really good, and I would 100% recommend. Then moving on to the foundation or the primer that we use, the Magic Filter. I really like this. It made my skin look so blurred, and I actually think I prefer this over all the rest of them. So 100% again would recommend. I think this was 79 Rand as well. It's the cheapest one I found to date, and it's really, really good. Moving on to the skin tint, I really like this. I think there's only one foundation from Essence that I really loved, and this is the second. So good, made my skin look so gorgeous, and I really like the effect that it gave on me. It is very hydrating, but I prefer a hydrating foundation, otherwise my skin looks dry and my makeup looks cakey, and I love the effect of this. I feel like you can definitely prep your skin according to how you want it to look at the end, like the finished product. So if you wanted something more matte, use a mattifying primer. Really happy with this, would recommend, so good. Next, wrong way around, I love these. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look how well they go together, like the sandwich they make. So if you like my skin tone or even a slightly lighter, I think you would absolutely love this. It's gorgeous, it's smoothing, and let's just hope it lasts, but it has like kind of a sheen showing through, so I think that's from the liquid blush, but honestly, love it. And I'm like a blush girl, like I love blush, so it takes a lot for me to say I absolutely love one, because I love pigmented blushes because, like I said, they fade quickly. This is very pigmented, very smoothing, absolutely love, would recommend. So far, I really do like the concealer as well. Again, the first concealer from Essence that I actually like. They're usually pretty drying and just accentuate my fine lines, and it's thick and the texture is not great, but this seems really liquidy and I love the tone and I'm really excited to use this again, so I'll let you know. It reminds me a lot of the Relove by Makeup Revolution one that I love, and this seems to be right up there, but I'll have to use it a couple of more times. But upon first and second application, absolutely loved it, and my under eyes look gorgeous. So it takes a lot for me to say that I hate them. They always have lines underneath, but right now looking at myself in the mirror, it doesn't look terrible at all, so very, very happy with that. The Juicy Bomb, I really like it. I'm not a gloss girl, but for what it is, I think it's really nice. I don't really like that it has such a shimmer through it, but at the same time it gives the lips such a nice effect without being too sticky or too oily. Like, they feel comfortable, so I'm really happy with this, and this was like 29 Rand, which is nothing, so I might grab a couple more, but I'll let you know in future videos. Then lastly, absolutely love this setting spray. Nice effect, not big globs, really fine mist, and we'll see if it does anything for my skin, because now I have a few layers of makeup on underneath, so I'm not sure if it will do anything in that respect. Like, it cannot properly penetrate my skin, but I'll let you guys know if it does anything in a future video. But for now, I think it's really nice. Smells like throat spray though, so if you don't like that, I wouldn't get it, but it disappears really, really quickly. But other than that, didn't mattify too badly, and I could still see a nice glow through my skin, which I love. That is the end of today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know if there's any other products you'd like me to try. I do have a couple of like less makeup, not less makeup-y, but less new makeup focused coming up, so yeah, I'm very excited for that, so please stay tuned for that. Please comment down below if you like this video, as well as telling me if there's any products you would like me to see. I'm currently in South Africa, so it would have to be products that are available here. And that is it. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will see you all on my next one. Bye.